Here we Well, the Cowboys, um, for all intents and purposes, uh, squandered this loss. They squandered it. Um, they collapsed. Um, you name it, they did it. And it started with the defense on this particular outing against the Green Bay Packers, who were younger, who were more aggressive, um, and they took it to the Cowboys. The Cowboys are they are the Cowboys are in a spin. They're in a downfall, man. Um, what's next? What's next for Dak Prescott? What's next for Mike McCarthy? Hell, what's next for the whole damn defense? What's next? Because what we saw as a display on Saturday or Sunday, unbelievable. Lost for words, unbelievable. A laughing stock is what they were on Sunday. Um, I've heard so much, man, much um, in a short period of time. Because I just really started. I had to give myself a break because I just started listening to a lot of the commentating. I listened to a lot of the theatrics. I listened to a lot. Of course, there's right at this point in time a lot of finger pointing, and we got to get to the crust of the whole thing. Jones going to do with the squad, with the pieces, and I need them right now, man. Jeez, what's crust? Need some dogs. Where do you find dogs? Miami has some dogs. Georgia got some dogs. Bama got some dogs. LSU dogs. You, you got to get dogs, man. If you're looking at Tuskegee, if you're looking at uh, Texas A&M, if these are the universities that you're looking for and looking after to get said talent, then yeah, a lot of those universities like Tuskegee and Texas University, Texas A&M, those are your receivers. Those are your receivers. UCLA receivers, running backs. That's what they breed. But when you are looking for some dogs in defense, man, you have to look at Bama. You have to look at Georgia. You got to look at these universities, man. That's what they breed. Hmm? That's what they breed. And the Cowboys have to get to the mindset, man, that they're making some bonehead decisions, bringing in mediocre guys for such a time as this. Mediocre guys is what the Dallas Cowboys are bringing in. And we go through this year after year. So, I'm going to have to apologize to Sherman Williams and Keyshawn, but I'll be damned if I'm apologize to Stephen A. Stephen A is just, you know, Stephen A. Oh yeah, whatever with Stephen A. Smith. Um, but these guys have been saying the same things time and time again, and I just hate to be one of the ones to be real about it. In certain positions, prospectively, you need some dogs. Just call it like you see it. In certain positions, prospectively, you need dogs. Okay, you need them. It's just the bottom line to it, man. You need dogs to be able to impose their will on offenses. Some of which that's just not going to complain, cry about being held, and they just gonna find a way to get it done. They're gonna find a way to get it done, man. It's the bottom line to it. Okay, this is the bottom line to it. And then when it's all said and done, we can do this right here. We can do this right here. We should be doing this. We should be doing this right here. Heading into next week. You can ask Philadelphia Bruce. But instead, we singing a swan song. What's next for the Cowboys? Mike McCarthy has an issue with with clock management. Mike McCarthy has an issue with deciding whether or not, to put out the hottest team in football in terms of scoring points and touchdowns. The most prolific offense in football right now would be the Dallas Cowboys in terms of scoring touchdown score, being that of over 35 points scored, touchdowns. I'm sorry, 35 touchdowns scored, or over Jordan Love's 27. So you are going to put the defense out on the football field first. That's the first. That's the second thing. I'm not putting my defense out there first. I mean, when we're trying to set the tone, we need points on the board. Put the points on the board first. We'll deal with the second half when the second half comes. But we need points on the board first. That's first and foremost. Points on the board first. I'm not putting my defense in there because sometimes the defense feel like a nut and sometimes they don't. The defense is so Dr. Jekyll-ish and Mr. Hyde-ish. It's not even funny. You don't know what defense is going to come out there because most of the time they always complaining about something. They always complain. Always. I mean, I think his name is Sam Williams. Sam Williams? I think it's Sam Williams, right? I think his name is Sam Williams. 54. Yeah. 54. Man, this player does stupid things all the time, man. He does stupid bonehead plays all the time. All the time. Every game you can, if there was a wage on the Dallas Cowboys with number 54, Sam Williams, I believe, then you will win the jackpot every time. Because he's going to do something bonehead. He's going to do something stupid every single time that's going to cause a penalty. Every time he's going to do something, man. This week it was to the kicker. Not the kick, I'm sorry. This week it was running into the kick returner. That's what it was this week. Prior to that, what was it? What was it? Running into the kicker. Prior to that week, running into the kicker. Before that, what was hitting the quarterback late. He always does something stupid. And this is what the defense has been doing all year. Granted, they've had some success. Give them that. But at the end of the day, they did something or will do something boneheadish or stupid. DeMarcus Lawrence jumping off sides. Come on, man. Come on. jumping off sides. Michael Parsons acting like he having a heart attack out there. Bland getting burnt. Bland didn't know what defense in. He didn't even know what position he was playing. He thought he was playing wide receiver. And I don't even know who 14 was. 14, I'm still trying to figure him out on what he was doing when Jones is running up the middle and he running beside him like he is blocker. I don't know what the Cowboys is doing this game. Curse didn't even turn around, would not even turn his head around to get an interception. He could have had an interception easy if he would have turned his head around, but he's so busy trying to make love to the player, to the receiver, that he wouldn't get his head around and look. Jordan Lewis couldn't cover a cold if you gave him a napkin. These are the players that the Cowboys said was ready to go for a deep playoff run. Let me tell you something, man. You'll never get a dog to eat cat food. You'll never get a cat to eat dog food. Dog food is for dogs. Cat food is for cat. There's a difference in meow and roof. There's a difference. And the Cowboys got some kittens in the secondary. I call it ace, a spade, a spade. You know, it is what it is. They have some kittens in the secondary. And all I saw on Sunday was a lot of pussyfooting on that defense. A lot. It started with the defense. First, we're going to put the defense out there. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hey, man, hold on, Mike McCarthy. We made this mistake the last time. And I'll be doggone if you made the mistake again this time. You put this mediocre defense out there to set the tone, and their offense took them down the field and scored the touchdown the first drive. Take that. We're going to let y'all have the second half, but we're going to take the first half. The Cowboys came out flat. They came out unprepared. They came out unready, missing assignments. And Mike McCarthy says they wasn't prepared. They wasn't ready to play. Well, when was they going to get ready? When was the opportunity that was going to knock on their door to say, ready is at the door. We're going to deliver ready today? There was that opportunity. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. A coach has to have his players prepare mentally first. And that starts at the moment of conception. That starts when I draft you. What kind of player are you? When I draft you, what kind of player are you? First thing is first. Do I got to open up the bottle and pour you out some get-ready juice? Or are you already prepared to take somebody's head off before the game even gets started? You don't have to get me ready. I'm already amped. I'm already prepared. I'm ready to go do the doggone thing now. Let's go. We don't have them kind of players on defense. And we ain't talking about just talking it. We talking about walking it. When you heard LT say, Jaworski, I'm going to rip off your bleep head, but if I get a chance to get back in there, that ain't talk. That's real. That's who he is. We need that. When Ray Lewis says that we got two lions, and one of them going to have to cancel each other out, I'm the alpha line. Which line do we? We don't even have lions. We don't have no dogs. No dogs, no lions, no nothing. In the secondary, on that line, because on the line, let's talk about the line for a minute. The line left gaping holes in that line. Gaping holes in the line. gaping holes in that line. You can run two Mack trucks and a tractor trailer side by side through the holes in the line that they opened up for the Dallas Cowboys. And where in the world were the names that were supposed to put Aaron Jones in check? I didn't hear them call Big Hank name, not one time. I didn't hear him call DeMarcus Lawrence name except for when he jumped offside. You didn't see Michael getting no pressure, getting no sacks, getting in on tackles at all. They were spent before the game even got started. On the offensive side of the ball, when your offense is down and Mike McCarthy is calling some most ridiculous, retarded plays that I've ever seen. I've never seen this before. You mean to tell me this is the plan? This is the strategy that you came in to this game to present to this defense to dominate? This is the plan? The offense couldn't get anything going because now their defense is feeding off of their offense, which is what the Dallas Cowboys should have done this game. They should have done this game. Offense on the field first, set the tone. Defense going to piggyback off you and then set the captives free. That's what we're going to do. That's how we ride it. No, Mike McCarthy didn't learn from the last time. He did the exact same thing he did last year, this year. And he said he's learned from that mistake. Well, I can't tell. I can't even see that far. I mean, it is what it is. Mike McCarthy put the defense out there ailing, slow, non-responsive, needs CPR. He put that defense out there first versus putting our offense out there to get a defense some pep. They was playing like all of them had orgies last night, and then they had no energy coming into the game to play at all. This is what I looked at. Everybody saw it. So when you got a quarterback like Dak Prescott that's coming in to play and is trying to get his team acclimated, and the plays, and yeah, he threw 2 interceptions. We get all that, but that's just trying to make something happen because in his mind, football IQ kicks in to say, our defense ain't going to be here this game. Dak Prescott knew that. Dak Prescott knew that the defense wasn't going to be there for them this game. He knew it. So he's like, I got to try to make something happen. I got to make some tight throws. I got to make something happen early because if I don't, we're going to be in trouble. And their boys was ready. Now, we knew, we were looking in, Cobbs didn't run the good. He wasn't running those sharp routes. CeeDee Lamb was even rounding out his routes. Nobody was sharp. We need dogs. Now, here's the thing. Looking at this offense, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, I'll go to my grave saying it. Dallas Cowboys are too quick to get rid of players. Now, what was the reason for you letting go Martavius Bryant to bring in Lyle Collins, who we ain't even hear Lyle Collins' name the entire game? Why would you sign Lyle Collins if we don't even need him if you knew that Tyler Smith was going to start? Why did you let go Martavius Bryant, who could have took the top off of the defense with his speed and his size? He's a threat. Speed, threat. Stretch the defense, stretch the field. It opens up one-on-one against with CeeDee Lamb and Cobb or Gallup in the slots. It opens up play for them. But yet still you put in Tolbert. Tolbert, what has Tolbert done for you all season? What has Tolbert done for you all season? Man? Tolbert ain't taking the top off of nobody's defense, but Martavius Bryant could have. But the Cowboys, with their stupid philosophy, their stupid way of thinking, let Martavius Bryant go. We got to hire Lyle Collins now, and you didn't even use Lyle Collins. For what? For what? So we knew going in what was going to take place. I knew it. I don't know if anybody else knew. I'm sure a couple other people knew this, but going in, we already heard the tabloids, what they were saying about the Dallas Cowboys tandem. They got the hottest tandem in the playoffs right now in CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. What do you think that the defense is going to plan against CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott, we're going to take CeeDee Lamb away from you. Let's see who you're going to hit. What we have now is CeeDee Lamb is now pretty much locked down. He's locked down with his skill set because the defense is playing him tight. They're playing the umbrella on him. And then on top of that, he's locked down in his mind because now he's not catching the ball. So now what does that leave for the Dallas Cowboys? That leaves Dak Prescott having to throw the ball to fire hydrants. Them little short boys. Short guys. Like Cobb. Cobb's good. You can't stretch the field, but he's fast. But you need somebody who can stretch the field, who's fast and who's tall, that can catch the football. But you let him go. Gallup tried to do what he could. Too little, too late. You know. Hey, man. So it goes beyond the head coach and Dak Prescott. This falls in the lap of Stephen Jones and Jerry Wayne Jones. This falls in their lap because they was the one that signed off on getting Lyle Collins. They were the one that signed off to get another linebacker. For what? You didn't even use them. You're getting these players and you're not even using them. What happened? What was the reason why you got these players when you know that CeeDee Lamb needs help to be effective? This is not the regular season. This is postseason. This is the playoffs, and it's time to up your game with playoff mentality. And guess what? That boy is a dog, man. Martavius Bryant is a dog. You should have kept him. And this is what the Dallas Cowboys do all the time. They overthink, and they get rid of players that they shouldn't have got rid of. They get rid of players that they shouldn't have got rid of. Shouldn't have got rid of them. Ezekiel Elliott, the home run hitter in the red zone. See, Ezekiel, we don't need you. Pollard at the 1-yard line twice, can't get in the end zone. 2 weeks in a row. One time he fumbled. Football IQ. Zeke is the in-between the tackle destroyer, especially in the red zone. He got to go. Got to let go, Zeke. So once again, what's next? What do we do? Now everybody wants to say, oh, we got to get rid of Dak. They already on the Dak, get rid of Dak, burning Dak jerseys and stuff. What you burning Dak Prescott jerseys for? I ain't see nobody burning DeMarcus Lawrence jersey. I didn't see nobody burning Michael Parsons jersey. I ain't see nobody burning Bland jersey or burning Curse jersey or burning Jordan's jersey, Jordan Lewis jersey. I didn't see any of that. Didn't see none of that. What you burning Dak Prescott jersey for? Like it's all on Dak. No, it's not all on Dak. Because Dak is not the one that's calling the plays. Mike McCarthy is. And whatever Mike McCarthy did that caused him to be 12-5 for 3 years straight, but mainly this year because it was such a successful year and we just knew that this was it because everything was laid out. Mike McCarthy this flat out forgot how to call plays. In one game out of 18 games, he done forgot how to call plays. Forgot. CeeDee Lamb cooking. Okay. We're gonna have to combat that. Now, here's the biggest thing that really makes me upset sometimes with the Dallas Cowboys. Is when you get your teeth kicked in the first half, you come back in the second half and make no adjustments. Make no adjustments, man. Now Jerry Jones is going to sing the same song. I hear our Cowboy fans loud and clear. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't hear the Cowboy fans loud and clear, because if you did, you wouldn't still do the same stupid stuff every year, man. Every year. You could have got Derrick Henry, but you choose to get what? A linebacker? You didn't even use. You could have kept Martavis Bryant, but you choose to get Lyle Collins. For what? That's not Mike McCarthy. That's upper management. That's above his pay grade. That's Jerry Wayne Jones and Stephen Jones. And they need to stop playing footsies with each other and get a bona fide GM to know how to make said moves for the team. Get a GM. Can you spell it? It's just 2 letters, GM, general manager. Get one. Because it is a flat out obvious that the Cowboys make the dumbest mistakes that I've ever seen all the days of my life as it relates to moving into the playoffs and trying to get leverage and trying to get the best players necessary to win. They just sitting there for you to grab them, and you won't get them. Unbelievable. But you want to get rid of Dak. Now, get rid of Dak. Now you got a $60 million hit. You can't get rid of Dak. Dak is here to stay. Mike McCarthy, 12-5 is good, but it ain't good enough. We've done that before. We did that with Danny White. We've done that before, and it wasn't the coach, because we had a hell of a coach. We just didn't have a quarterback. And if Danny White probably would have put his glasses on, we probably would have won one of those NFC conference championship games. He probably would have won one of them. But here's the issue. Mike McCarthy is too melancholy. He's too melancholy. See, they can say what they want to say about John Harbaugh. But John Harbaugh will get in his players' grill. Okay? They can say what they want to say about the Lions coach, who was former Cowboys wide receiver. Can't think of his name, but I think it's Dan something. I can't think of his name. But in the event, he gonna get in their grill. And this is something that some of the Dallas Cowboys players don't really want to, deal with. They don't want that kind of correction. They see some of the Dallas Cowboys that just want the fame and they want the life of the Dallas Cowboys, but they ain't trying to put in the work that made the Dallas Cowboys, just like Michael Irvin said when he came in. They put the trophy on the table and they demanded, this is what we want. This is what we want. This is the goal. This is the status quo. This is what we want. See, this team, this league, these players, they don't understand that. They don't want that. They don't want the discipline or the correction that comes along with being a Dallas Cowboy. The only reason why a lot of players want to go to Dallas is for the moolah, the money. They want the glang, the glitz. They want all that. But you ain't trying to put in the work, because what we need is some artillery. What we need is the trophies. That's what we want. We can care less about your individual stats and your status and prestige and all that. We don't even care anything about all that. All we care is hoisting that Lombardi trophy at the end of the year. That's what we want. We got 5. We've been that 6 that has been eluding us for a long time, for 28 years, and now we need to get that. And however we gonna get it. If that means Mike McCarthy got to go, then Mike McCarthy just have to go. 12-5, 3 years. Thank you. But at the end of the day, it ain't good enough. We need a championship. And it's unacceptable, in the words of Michael Irvin, for our team for the second year. You said the same thing, Mike McCarthy. You said the same thing. They just wasn't ready. What? Now your team not ready. What y'all was doing last night? Popping bottles? The reason why y'all wasn't ready? No, we're not getting rid of that. Mike McCarthy might be on the chopping block. I can think of a couple of head coaches that would love the team that we got and then straighten them out. I think that Marcus Lawrence needs to give up a pay cut. He needs to give it up because I don't care what you thought you did this year. You only had about a good 3 games, brother, that you showed out, and so it's just some more pay cuts got to go around in order for us to be where we want to be. And if you can't take a pay cut, see ya, bye. Because you ain't him, brother. You're not him. This dude right here was an animal. He raised havoc on defenses, on offenses. You're not him. So that being said, see ya. Michael Parsons made a statement that said that, well, if Dan Quinn is going over to Seattle, I might be right behind him. I might be going with him. Really? Nobody's talking about that. Nobody is talking about that. Bye-bye. See ya. Let's get some dogs in here, man, that want to live up to the name of Randy White. Ed Too Tall Jones. Jim Jeffcoat. DeMarcus Ware. Tony Casillas. Oh, yeah. Let's live up to that name. Let's get these names. Let's live up to those names right there. The greats of the Dallas Cowboys, Bob Lilly. Let's live up to those names because, see, they need to do a tour. They themselves need to do a tour of the Dallas Cowboys facility so they can see exactly what it means to be a Dallas Cowboy, to be America's team. They need to understand that because, see, being a Cowboy, as you want to call yourself a Cowboy player, that means something. That stands for something. And you got to have thick skin in order to be a Dallas Cowboy because there's a whole lot of weight that come along with Cowboy. See, these players don't understand one thing. I'm going to talk about defense for the time being because you know what? Defense is supposed to set the tone for the offense. We have the offense trying to set for the defense. No, the defense set the tone for the offense. So let me share something with you as what I'm talking about. Every team in the National Football League that wakes up when the schedules come out and when they see the Dallas Cowboys on the schedule, they are already circling the game to play against the Dallas Cowboys to whoop your hind parts. I don't care. It is 18 teams. There are 18 teams that's lining up to whoop you. We might not beat nobody else, but we want bragging rights on beating the Cowboys. That right there. I know I'm saying something. That right there. There are 18 teams that's lining up to play the Cowboys. And all of them want to beat you. All of them can't stand you. Now, they'd be cool with you after they play you. Oh, y'all cool. But let me tell you something. Before they play you, because you are America's team, because you are the Dallas Cowboys, we gonna whoop your hind parts. And they coming in. They can be 0-15. But if they got to play you, they're gonna beat you. They want to beat you. They have to beat you. And the Cowboys have to be on the same page. They got to be on the same page. So what am I saying? I'm saying to you is this. Every game that the Cowboys play is a playoff game. Starting with game number 1. Playoff game. Every game. Why? Because it's American. Why? Because America's team is always on prime time. Why? Because we love to be hated. They love to hate us. Every fan and every other team cannot stand the Dallas Cowboys. They hate them. They don't like them. They don't like us. So you signed up for it. You signed up for it. So you need to start walking in it. And if you can't walk in it, we'll find somebody else that will. Because we need some dogs over here, man. We need some dogs over here. And we ain't had no dogs in a long time. All we hear in the backyard is squirrels playing and cats meowing. Ain't no dogs back there. So we got to start putting some dog houses back there because we need some dogs, man. Just the problem. They're keeping all the dogs in the house, and the dogs don't know how to act because they so trained and they so used to being stroked, but they done forgot how to be a dog. Now we need some dogs, man. That's what the Cowboys need. Dan Quinn, see you. You've done this 3 times in a row too. See you. Mike McCarthy didn't have a team ready 2 years in a row. You did the same thing 3 years in a row. 3 years, you've done the same thing. Got to go. Time to go. You want to go over there and go to, I don't know what kind of game plan Dan Quinn put together for this defense. I don't know, he had his head so far up Seattle's rectum that he couldn't even read the plays that he was going to call for the Sunday's game. He was, man, look, and you had Michael Parsons probably right along with you. Got to go. See you. Because you wasn't ready for this game. You wasn't prepared for this game. Wasn't prepared at all. And you made no adjustments at all. They came in the second half and repeated the same thing in the second half. How in the world did you allow that to take place? They did the same thing in the second half that they did to you in the first half, and you didn't have no game plan to strategize to combat anything that they was doing. That is a complete drop. I don't even know how any team would even consider you after what you just did. How any team going to consider you from that point? They were considering you before then. Oh yeah, oh my God, Dan Quinn got a plan. But see, here's what the teams are going to look at Dan Quinn. They are looking at when it really matters. Is he that dude? All the players love you when you ain't chastising them. They love you when you ain't correcting them, when you're not, giving them real constructive criticism. Oh, they love you when you ain't just wooing on them. Oh, you the best. You'll get it next year. We understand that the referees are not showing us any favor. Hold on, newsflash. The referees showed you all kind of favor on Sunday. But did you show up? No, you didn't show up. Did you show out? No, we didn't even hear a peep out you, man. Didn't hear a peep out you. They gave you 2 or 3 holding penalties to let you know we're going to call this game right. We're going to call it fair. And you still wasn't prepared. So, getting rid of Dak Prescott, nah, not getting rid of Dak. Because who you going to replace him with? You right now up doo-doo's creek, bro. Who you going to you don't have any draft picks like that to get a good quarterback. They're on top of you. Owe Dak too much money. You want to take a $60 million hit? No, no, we ain't doing that. Nah, wrong answer. We ain't doing that. You're just gonna have to find other ways, and some people just gonna have to get cut. I don't give a doggone if you cut the whole daggone defense, the whole secondary, slice them up. We know Trayvon Diggs will be back. Stephon Diggs gonna be back, and Trayvon Diggs gonna be back. I get both of them mixed up. Trayvon Diggs gonna be back next year. I would definitely hold fast on getting rid of Gilmore because Gilmore played his butt off this year. I give Gilmore tons of credit. He played with a shoulder banged up, played with a busted shoulder. You know, he dislocated it last week and he had a harness on it this week and he played. And did you hear anything about him getting burnt? No, I didn't hear anything about Stephon Gilmore getting burnt. Not like that. Not that I hear Bland and Jordan Lewis and Curse. They couldn't cover a baby that was crying on the floor and to give him a bottle to quiet him down. They couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And I've seen Bland out of position so many times in that game. Out of position. Just lost. Forgot how to play the position. But we got some, gurus of social media that will swear up and down with Jordan Lewis and Bland. I ain't swearing up and down or nothing. But what I saw when it really matters, man, you can go all the way from Merton Hanks. You can go to Lester Hayes. You can go to Ronnie Lott. You can go to Darren Woodson. You can go to, I don't care who you go to back there, Reeves Island. You can go and I mean, take Golden, not Golden Tate, but my brother that played for the Rams some years ago. Now he's the mayor over there in St. Louis. Anilius, what is it? Anilius Smith, I believe. But in the event, these brothers are dogs, man. They dogs. Ed Reed, dog. Huh? Come on, man. Even the brother that's over there helping us out, I can't think of his name. I'm bad with names. I can't think of his name either. The brother that's helping out, supposed to be helping the cornerbacks out. Beast. Green Bay, beast. What we got? Name one beast cornerback. I ain't talking about somebody who can fill in the gap. I'm talking about somebody who's a bona fide cornerback. Bona fide, shut down. Who we got? Who we got? Because the way Bland played, I might as well go ahead and say, bro, you was lucky 7 times this season. You was lucky to get them pick sixes. That was luck. Because when it really matters, just like Trayvon Diggs, who was doing all that arm tackling with the San Francisco 49ers, and another thing that I can't stand, why isn't that these cornerbacks, these DBs are afraid to wrap up? What's the problem? All this shoulder banging and shoulder, what is that, man? Who's teaching this? That's not fundamental football. The basics of tackling, where to hit, how to wrap them up, get them down. That ain't basics. Now, I saw the Ravens tackle. Their defense, them boys can tackle, man. The Ravens defense going to get you on the ground. Case in point. I don't know, but I do know this. I don't know who the Cowboys is going to get, or who they're going to go after, but I'm telling you, Nick Saban, I wouldn't mind it. Deion Sanders, I wouldn't mind it. Bill Belichick, not going to mind it. Mike Vrabel, not going to mind it at all. Hell, I wouldn't even care if they ended up getting Mike Tomlin. I don't care. At least Mike going to get in their grill and tell them, these coaches that they have had as of late, save Bill Parcells, intimidated no player. It's just a certain nuance that the Cowboys have to have in a head coach that when he walks in the room, everybody shut up. Everybody, even Jerry Jones got shut up when he walks in the room. That's the kind of coach that we need. We don't need no coach that's going to be your buddy, your friend, your pal, your laughing partner. We don't need none of that. No, no. The same dog that we want in the players is the same dog we want in the coach. That's the reason I like Dick Buckus. That's the reason why I like Mike Dicker. That's the reason why I like Bill Parcells. Okay, that's the reason why I like Bill Cowher. I like those coaches. Because they don't get in the grill. That's the reason why I like even the Ravens former coach. That's the reason why I like Marty Schottenheimer. Jimmy Johnson. Mike Shula. The list go on and on. Them the kind of coaches you want if you want to have an effect on a football team to get these dudes to win. Because guess what? I don't want no crying. There ain't no crying in baseball. Damn sure ain't no crying in football. So if this ain't the sport for you to play, then you probably need to go play tennis, and you can look at the little leotards or go run track and stuff like that and act like, you swole or whatever. You need to go on up over there. But right here, football, hey man, this is where you get grimy. This is where you get dirty. This is where you make it happen. That in the Dallas Cowboys defense, y'all done dropped the ball, bro. Drop the ball. FA got to go. Got to go. Dan Quinn, got to go. Let's get somebody in here to know what they're doing. Let's get somebody in here that's going to have an effect on our team. That if you mess up, accountability starts at the door. If you mess up, if you run your mouth a little too much and you ain't getting the job done, you got to go. You put somebody in your position that's going to play. See, that's how you create winners. I don't care how much you're making. If you ain't benefiting us in the win column, in the W column, sit down. Let's get somebody in here that can play. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get somebody in here that can play. I done seen a whole lot of, and I'm not saying that a lot of these young cats can't get it done, care coaches, because they do. Flores, man, great. Brother, LaFleur, great. You know what I'm saying? They got some guys out here that are getting your grill. They ain't playing. I'm not saying they're not out there because they are. But that's the kind of player, that's the kind of coach that we need on the sideline and to hold these players accountable. You jump off sides again, we hitting your wallet. Do another bonehead play, we hitting your wallet. Because, see, you're costing us the game. And when you're doing these plays, you're always doing these plays in critical moments. It's one thing to do it, that doesn't cost us. But it's like each time these players do something stupid, it costs us. 15-yard penalty, first down. 15-yard penalty, first down. Every single time, man. Enough is enough. Time to clean it up. We'll see what they do. But, I'm lost for words, man. At this point in time, I've pretty much exhausted myself. I've exhausted myself in terms of what I believe that they need to do. We shall see, because some heads need to roll, and somebody attention needs to be gotten as they move forward. Let's see. But I know one thing: a lot of people need to be cut on their defense. In that position, every position on that defensive roster needs to be in question moving into this off season. That's it, man. That's it. We'll see how it goes. But I suspect something gonna take place by Friday. Before Friday, something gonna take place. So hey, subscribe to the channel, Cowboy Nation. Let's make it happen, man.
She wanna go out, let's go have a drink.
Hit the like button.
I told her that I only sip on me. She said, "What do that mean? I only sip on me." She want me on the tea. She know a nigga game.
Here we go. I know that was weak, but that's just how I'm feeling right now. I'm still gonna say here we go. You know, Cowboy Nation, the best nation, and we are loyal. Let's continue to root for our boys, but we gotta do better. Till next time, subscribe to the channel. Help me out. Yeah. Yeah. Man. I bought them Cowboys. The Eagles lost. They look worse than us. But at the end of the day, we got to eat off our own plate. And that defense. Y'all be good, man. Peace. On to the draft. Row Sports. Subscribe to the channel. Take care.